Hey, honey. Oh, I'm just working on some admin stuff. I know. Boring. But I've got a nice mint flavored tea and my fuzzy slippers, so it's not so bad. What's up? Is everything okay? Yeah? You just saying hi? Well, I see you're headed towards the kitchen, so don't unload the dishwasher. I know, but it's my turn, and I was putting it off because I want to get all my laptop stuff done first. No, let me do it. You've gotten the last 2 times. Just leave it. I'll be done here in about 20 minutes. Then I'll get it, okay? Hey, hold on. Get over here. Come here. Hey, something is wrong. What is it? No, I can tell. You seem kind of meh today. What's on your mind? See, I knew it was something. Tell me. You feel like things are moving too slowly? Like you're not making any progress in life? Oof. It's a pretty big deal. Is this recent, or have you been feeling like this for a while? Oh, definitely. I can see how you'd feel that way, especially with things that aren't easily quantifiable. How do you measure progress? You just thought you'd be farther along by now? Oh, baby. I didn't know you were stressing. I'm sorry. Why don't you sit down next to me? And let me tell you a story I think you need to hear. Oh no, boring admin stuff can wait. I'm willing to make the sacrifice. I want to talk to you. Okay. Years ago, I bought a Hoya plant online. It's actually the one we have in the kitchen right now. You know that long, narrow window that's kind of high up? That one plant that flows down like a waterfall of leaves? Yeah, it's that one. But when I first bought it, it wasn't flowing anywhere. It was teeny tiny. It was about 3 inches long. It was so cute. Just one sprig with 5 tiny leaves on it. When it came in the mail, I was so excited because I have a few Hoya plants, but this was a new variation, a whole new color. So I put it in a pot and welcomed it to my home. A couple weeks went by, and every time I went to check on it, nothing was happening. My other Hoyas are usually fast growers, so it was a little strange, but I figured maybe it had jet lag. I thought all that travel through the mail had stressed it out and it needed time to adjust to the new digs. It looked okay otherwise, so I didn't think too much of it. But then a month went by, and then 2 months. And my other Hoyas were thriving. They were popping out stems and new leaves, but this little guy, he would not budge. It looked exactly the same as the day I bought it. I even referenced the picture I took when I first planted it to make sure it hadn't grown and I just missed it. But no, it was exactly the same. Nothing happened. And then more months went by. And then The entire summer was over, and I was looking at this little sprig and the 5 perfect leaves, and I started to think to myself, oh my gosh, I got scammed. I bought a fake plant and planted it like an idiot and have been waiting for it to grow for months. But I inspected it closely, and you know what? It was real. It was a real plant. So at this point, I was incredibly confused. It was in the same dirt as my other plants. It was in an old pot I had used for Hoyas before. It was the same lighting conditions, the same watering schedule, same everything. So why would this little guy not grow after months and months, an entire summer? I started to search online because, at this point I wasn't even mad. I was just confused, and I had to solve this mystery. And I did. I figured it out. Do you know what it was? Do you know why it wasn't growing? So it turns out sometimes when you put a plant in a pot, its main priority is putting out roots. So it takes all the energy it has and grows as many roots as it can. And then when the pot is filled up with roots and the plant is established, then the stuff above ground will start to grow. For 6 months, this little plant that I thought was fake because it didn't look like it was doing anything was making roots. Hundreds of tiny little hairy roots. And I dug around a little bit in the dirt to see if it was true, and yeah, I could see it had been really busy in that dirt. And then just a couple weeks after that, I saw a new stem with 2 leaves sprouting, and it was growing. And now you've seen it. That plant is huge. It's overflowing with stems and leaves. It's doing just fine. And there was nothing wrong with it. It wasn't a fake plant. I didn't get scammed. It was just doing all this work under the surface that I couldn't see. And you know where I'm going with this, right? We can be like plants. Beautiful, brand new plants that get moved to a new pot. And maybe we only have 1 sprig and 5 tiny leaves. And filling that pot with roots takes a lot of energy and a lot of focus and a lot of time. And the bigger the pot, the harder it's going to be and the longer it's going to take. And all this work that's going on, all this energy being used, it's not going to be visible to everyone else. They won't be able to see all the work we're putting in. And some people won't even believe us, or they'll assume we're not even trying, or they might even think we're fake, that we're a fraud. But once we're established, once we have a pot full of roots, we are stable. We are anchored. And then all that hard work starts to pay off. That's when it starts to be visible. And we start to grow. And instead of burning bright and burning out, we can keep going because we already built a strong root system to fuel us. And then everything after that is strong and steady, and we can thrive just like that big, gorgeous Hoya in the kitchen window. Now, obviously, you're not a plant. Yeah, don't worry, I checked. You're definitely not. But as life goes on, there are going to be things that are new for you. And you're going to have to start from scratch, putting out roots. But it will be worth it. It will all pay off in the end. And I hear you. You're disappointed with how things have been going. And it's easy to look ahead and think about how far you are from where you want to be. But don't forget to see how far you've already come. You've made a ton of progress already, just by getting this far and not giving up. A lot of things we do, we don't see payoff for a long time. But it will happen. And baby, I know you're doing an incredible job. Of course you are. Life is hard. Surviving is hard. Let alone trying to go above and beyond and accomplishing things you've never done before. Look, I'm sorry you're frustrated and that things are moving slowly for you. But they are moving. It's just hard to see it sometimes because it can be under the surface. I see it though. I'm so glad I didn't toss that Hoya. I was certain it was fake. I just couldn't believe all my other plants were flourishing and that one looked exactly the same. Half a year later. Well, I didn't know. I had to learn something new. I assumed the worst and I learned a bit of a lesson. Hey, are you going to be okay today? We could do something together. Take your mind off of things. Oh, anything you like. We could do something fun and not worry about all the serious stuff for one day. Today can be a freebie. Okay, you think of what you want us to do, and I'll unload the dishwasher like I promised. Otherwise, I'm going to forget again. And you can't jump in. I'm going to do it. Okay. We'll figure it all out, baby. I promise. I love you too.